It's a new year, and that means that last night the champagne was flowing. Today, the Maga tears are flowing because of what they were shown on New Year's Eve, specifically the Rockin' Eve on CNN. See, at the stroke of midnight, they go to the crowd. What the crowd does is at midnight, you kiss someone. You know, one of your partners, someone you're in love with, whatever. Well, they did that, and the MAGA world was not happy about it. Take a look at this photo. This is apparently the first couple that they showed, and see if you can figure out what issue MAGA had with this. Dear God, it's gay men kissing. Stop the presses. Stop everything, in fact. We need to express our feelings about this. So MAGA took to Twitter, and these comments are amazing. America First Warrior, someone who self-identifies as a warrior, tweeted CNN, supposedly a news outlet propagandizing by showing a gay male couple making out as the first couples kissing after the ball drops. You know they pulled them out of the crowd hours prior and put them in their VIP section, had cameras set up for their pre-planned kiss as the first shot. I love that he's pointing out that the kiss was pre-planned. It's a New Year's Eve kiss. They're all pre-planned. It's not like people randomly were like, oh, we were just kissing. Did a ball drop or something? That's what the holiday is. But it just bothers him so much. He's talking about the alphabet mafia and his kids being the target of that kiss. And wokeness says the very first moment of 2024 was an interracial gay kiss curated for public consumption. Well, I mean, that was the first moment of 2024 if you were watching CNN's New Year's Rockin' Eve, but there was all sorts of different things you could be doing. Wow Bagger is damn disappointed. Her daughter had to see that. It was so obviously planned. It's TV and it's a holiday. Everybody's so shocked by this. Queen Anne says, saw it live, so staged. They're all staged, that's what it is. And I would just like to ask, I guess them, but I will throw the question to you, Nina. If it was a straight couple, as it has been, let me do the numbers. Every other time, was that propaganda? Was that aimed at gay couples, kids? Was that disgusting because that's not the sort of kissing that they want to get up to? Why is it that that's not staged and planned and not journalism? As if the New Year's Rockin' Eve is supposed to be some sort of bastion of journalism or whatever. Why is there that inconsistency, Nina Turner?
Oh, John, I'm laughing my natural behind off right now. I mean, these people really have too much time on their hands. I got some advice for them. Seek help. 2 words, seek help. If this is the way you're gonna start off your New Year's, I mean, for the love of God. And your point about the kisses being staged, I mean, it's customary that when people are happy and joyful, that they celebrate and they embrace somebody that they love or like, and they hug and kiss them. I mean, Jesus Christ, why are they acting like this is something new? No, they wouldn't have said a mumbling word if it was a heterosexual couple. I mean, was that heterosexual couple being trying to sexualize their children that may have been up at midnight? I mean, a lot of people's children are not up at midnight, no matter, even if it's a New Year's Eve celebration. I mean, most little kids are asleep at that time. But what difference does it make? It wasn't sexual in nature. It was celebratory. It's like, oh, loved one, we made it to a new year. I'm so happy and you're here with me. Let's kiss. Maybe, John, maybe they just jealous because they don't have nobody to kiss. That's what I think.
Maybe. Honestly,
that's what it is.
I don't know how anyone makes it to midnight. Forget the kids not making it. I was asleep at 10. My wife didn't make it past 8:30. What are you all doing that you have energy to just be awake at midnight at this point?
That's true. I was holding on for dear life, John.
Yeah, I used to make it, not anymore. But yeah, the rage and the obvious hypocrisy there. And it's like the worst sort of hypocrisy too, because you know how angry would they be if one of these people was cornered and you ask them, like, can you explain logically why it's indoctrination and propaganda if a gay couple kisses, but not because they just want to live in a world, not just a world where there are no gay people, that goes without saying, They want to live in a world where you don't have to explain that sort of hypocrisy. It's just expected that everyone is going to agree that gay people get in the closet. We don't have to see that stuff. And not just gay people, they throw all sorts of different groups in there. They don't want to have to explain their hatreds and their fears and their jealousies. They just want to be elevated as a result of these psychological flaws that they have. Patriots, they're out of touch with America. You know what they're in touch with? The fact that there are millions upon millions of gay people in America, and sometimes they kiss. And I apologize if for once you saw a couple kissing on the New Year's Rockin' Eve and it didn't turn you on. I think it's weird that you would expect that every couple does. I've seen many couples randomly kiss in my life, and very rarely did I come out of the experience saying, that was hot and awesome. It's people living their life. It's not about you. I don't know why everything has to be so tailor-made for them. And again, I will point out, I apologize, I will point out what I've pointed out before on the topic of like representation in movies. It is so weird to be told by people like this that representation doesn't matter, that if you're gay or whatever, you shouldn't want to see gay people in movies. Why is that important? Well, at the same time, they demand that literally everything represents them. They clearly think it's the most important thing in the world, but only for them, can't be dispensed to anyone else. It's ridiculous, and it can't be pointed out often enough how ridiculous it is. Nina, more thoughts before we move on?
I mean, it's madness, John. I try not to enter the mind of mad people. And for the love of God, to start the new year off like that, I feel sorry for some of these people, John. Really, honestly, I'm not trying to be sarcastic here. That's a sad, I mean, think about it. You really are in a bad way already on the first damn day of the new year. And they still got 364 more days to go.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.